Hey, Fab Squad, it's Karen, and this is Simply Fabulous Creations. And today is the final day that we are reviewing the final palettes out of the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Vault collection. This palette right here is called Ring the Alarm, and it is absolutely gorgeous. If you guys want to find out what look I create with this palette right here, then keep on watching and let's get started. But before, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and don't forget to hit the little notification bell down below so that you guys could keep up with any future videos that I may post. Now with that out of the way, then let's get this glam started. Alright guys, so like in my previous videos, I did one eye off camera and the other eye we shall be doing together. So as I mentioned, if ever I needed a shade to complete the look, I would be grabbing the Jaclyn Hill original palette, and I'm going to be using this shade right here, and I'm going to be applying it onto my crease as a transition shade with a blending brush. This is a Morphe blending brush, and this is the only shade that I'll be using from this palette. The rest of the colors are going to come from the Ring the Alarm. Okay, so with a Sigma blending brush, we are going to be dipping into this shade right here, which is like that orangey color called Alert. And we are going to be applying that a little bit lower than the shade that we just applied. So we're just building color, and we're bringing that in, so we're leaving like this little empty space right here. We're just building, layering and building color. So we're just going to dip into that a couple of times, and remember, keep on swirling towards the tip right here, the end. Now that we have that, we are going to grab this color right here called Bomb Ass. It's such a beautiful, like, shimmery cranberry shade. The only thing I will say, I don't know if you guys can see it, I mean, I just used a little bit of it and it has like a huge dent. It has like chunks of it coming out. That happened with the Buried Treasure in the last palette that I used. I believe it was Bling Boss. So yeah, I guess it's like the texture of it, so that's not too good. But I guess it's not with all of the shades, it's just with the ones that are like this texture right here. It's not a foiled shadow, maybe because it's like chunky glitter or something. But I'm using a eyeshadow brush, and I am going to press this into my eye, starting with the inner corner, and we're going to press and kind of gently swipe, and we're going to start mapping out the shape of our eye. Try not to fill in that, like if you were doing like a halo eye. So don't fill in the middle because we're going to be putting the gold. And again, we're just going to press into the shadow, and we are going to pack this color on. Definitely not the easiest shade to work with. Maybe if I would have just like did it all over the eye. It's really chunky, but it is a beautiful shade. Having a clean blending brush, we're just going to run this over top of the shade just to make sure that it blends in with the other colors that we had applied. So kind of like very sunsetty. Okay, so using a clean finger, you're going to dip into the shade on camera, which is this beautiful gold right here. Okay, so you're going to dip into this beautiful gold right here, and we're going to press it onto that empty space that we have right here in the center of our lid. This is just going to draw attention to your eyes. It's going to give it like that extra pop of color that you need. So you're going to press and drag a little bit. Press and drag. We're going to go on it one more time. And then we're going to grab a blending brush and we're just going to feather the edges just to make sure that those two shades blend in with each other. Okay, so grabbing a eyeliner brush, I am going to dip into the shade Siren, which is this color right here, and we're going to just use this as eyeliner for now. Just stamp it onto your lash line. And we're going to create a tiny little wing just to like give us the shape of where I want to smoke out this outer V. A Real Techniques shadow base brush, we're going to dip into that same Siren color. And we're going to smoke out that outer V. Just kind of swirling it and bringing it in. Okay, this is the Morphe 432. Looks like this. And I am going to grab that same, shade Siren, and I am going to stamp it onto my lower lash line. Starting from the inner corner all the way out. Now we're going to dip back into that shade Bomb Ass, which is that red cranberry color that we used on our lids. And we are going to create kind of a similar effect that we did on our lids on our lash line. So we're going to start here and we're just going to place this over top of the shade Siren that we put on the lower lash line first. Into the on-camera gold color that we used. Make sure you really swirl that. Again, it's a little chunky, so it's not the best. Now grabbing that same brush that we used as an eyeliner brush, we're going to dip into the shade Secret, which is this dark brown over here, and we're going to use this as a eyeliner for our waterline right here in the lower lash line, and we're just going to okay, and grabbing a little bit of the shade Secret, which is this brown right here, we're just gonna dab a little bit again. It's very, like, there's a lot of fallout, I just barely touched it, and yeah, this palette has a lot of fallout. And we're just gonna run that like over top and just intensify that outer V just a bit. Just warm it up. Okay, and grabbing the shade Lolly, which is this beautiful shimmery light pink, I'm going to apply this into the inner corner with a pencil brush. Okay, we're going to set it and forget it using my favorite MAC 6 Plus. Alright guys, so for lips, I'm going in with the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Copenhagen. Finish off the lips, we're going to go in with NARS Abruzzo Lip Lacquer. I love these vinyl lips, they're so beautiful. This is like a little like iridescent And I love the wand. I have the orgasm one, and it's beautiful. Oh, yes. Gorgeous. Look at that color. Ooh, just one swipe. Yes. Okay, guys, this is the final look. I hope that you guys love it. It came out beautiful, and I do have a few things to say. Now, I'm going to give you my complete honest opinion about this palette and the entire Vault collection, and I will tell you if I think that it's worth your money and if you guys really should go out and purchase the Vault, or if you guys should just buy the individual palettes. So, as far as this palette right here, the Ring the Alarm, if I had to compare it to the other three palettes that I used in the previous videos, I will say that this one had way more fallout than the other palettes, especially this brown right here, the secret color and bomb ass. Boy, like, especially bomb ass, this one is such a beautiful color, but it had like chunks falling out, as did in the Bling Boss palette, the Buried Treasure. I mean, you guys can see the stain right here that I couldn't even wipe off, and it, like, you know, it got stuck to the top part of it. But the palette is beautiful. I mean, it applied the colors very nice. The only shade out of all four colors that I was like, dang, I cannot blend this out, and I love blending my makeup, especially my eyeshadows. I have to blend after everything that I apply. It was this shade right here called Framed. For some reason, it just was not sticking to my eye properly. I mean, I tried placing it underneath my eye at one point, and I had to like reapply like my makeup because I made the mistake to wipe off the translucent powder, so it was like dragging and it just made this like a little muddy. So I just like, I completely wiped it off and I just touched up underneath the eye. But other than that, the rest of the shades that I did use, and on this one I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I used 6, 7, 7, and if you count Framed, which I did not like and I didn't show on camera because if it didn't work on this eye, I didn't want to show you guys on this eye. It just wasn't necessary. I switched it for the other shade over here, which was Siren. So I used a good 7 or 8 out of the 10 shadows again to complete this look, and I love the way that the look came out. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It looks like like uh like a sunset. Yeah, like a sunset. It looks like a sunset. I will say that. Like, it's very pretty. You get hints of like pink and cranberry and orange in there, and then the touch of gold in the center of the eye. It's just beautiful, and I think that it looks gorgeous, especially with this highlight. So, and the lip just completed it. So, okay. So my final opinion about the entire vault. I had no problem whatsoever with the other three palettes. And the only little issue that I had with the Ring the Alarm palette, I already told you guys, it was that one shade that just was not blendable. Jesus Christ. I don't understand why it just was not blending. But besides that, most of the colors were super pigmented. They were blendable, buildable. Um, some of the shimmers were really intense and had like that nice like foiled metallic finish to them. I liked them, except for 2 or 3 of the shadows that were like a little chunky and had like chunks falling out, which is not that big of a deal because once placed on the eye they did look beautiful. It was just like, if you dipped your finger, like you could see the indentation of your finger on them. And I already told you guys that it was the red one that I used on my eyes today in the Buried Treasure. But all in all, after everything that everybody was saying, that, you know, like it was patchy, that there was inconsistencies and stuff like that, I like them. I think that it was totally worth my money, and if I were you guys, I would give the Vault collection a try, and you never know if you guys are going to like it. My opinion, I like it. I love it, and I'm happy that I purchased it. I'm happy that it's part of my makeup collection, and like I said, I'm going to be traveling to Turks and Caicos pretty soon, and these two items will be traveling with me because I just feel like it has all of the colors that I need to be in such a tropical setting, and I just know I'm going to create the most beautiful looks with them. And so yeah, the Vault collection is simply fabulous, approved, and I give it 2 thumbs up. So guys, hurry up and get it before they're all sold out, and get your hands on it and see if you too can create some fabulous looks with it. I hope that my videos were super helpful for you guys in deciding on whether or not you too should get the Vault collection. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and remember what I always say: keep it classy, keep it sexy, and always stay simply fabulous. Bye bye.